And what are we doing with Mr. Dent today?
Your Honor, this is a negotiated plea other than, I'm asking for there to be no stay away. He is transferring to Georgia State University and those are student apartments. This incident happened more than 2 years ago. So I'm just asking for no stay away so that, in case he's placed at that location for his housing, he can stay there. And I guess we may need to change it to no violent contact with these complaining with or victims.
Mr. Rhodes?
Yes, is it my understanding you're saying that he's a student at Georgia State right now?
Well, he's transferring to Georgia State. So he will be.
All right, Your Honor. What I would just ask is that once that transfer is complete, then the state would have no issue with him receiving housing at the 120 Piedmont Avenue address. But since he is not currently a student, that it remains a stay away at this time.
Oh, we just let Georgia State this time. I transfer next fall.
Next fall.
That's fine.
Okay, all right.
When does he plan on beginning his class work, Mr. Time?
In the fall. He's currently a student at
Gordon State.
and but he's transferring in the fall.
Okay, so the fall is like pretty much this month. So he's gonna be there this month?
Next fall.
Yeah.
Next fall, so a year from now.
Mhm. Okay.
So
We stay away.
hopefully a year from now, this will all be completed.
It'll be
Okay.
once, Your Honor. So,
Right, exactly. So, all right, so so it is a negotiated plea?
Yes, Your Honor, and I'm asking for the probation to go non-reporting. Oh, yeah, sorry, it's a negotiated plea. That's already there.
Okay, all right. Good morning, Mr. Dent. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Would you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, sir. Mr. Rhodes?
yes, Your Honor, very briefly, as it relates to position number 9 and 10, on position number 9, count 1, the state is recommending 12 months to serve 20 days. He needs to receive credit for 10 days. He's already served. Stay away from the 120 Piedmont Avenue Northeast, apartment 2509 in particular in Atlanta, Georgia. No further contact with Daniela Shonye. I'm going to try to spell that. It's Shownye. Count 2, 12 months probation. I'm sorry, 12 months to serve 20 days, credit for time served 10 days. The balance on probation. Stay away from the same location. And this time, no further contact with the victim, J.C. Sloan. He is to undergo an 8-week anger awareness, anger management course. And after completing the 8-week anger management course, probation will terminate upon completion. And the two are to run concurrent, Your Honor. Thank you.
Aye.
Yes, that's our understanding, Your Honor. He's entering a guilty plea and we stipulate.
Mr. Dennis, my understanding that in case 23 CR 001309G, you wish to plead guilty to disorderly conduct and simple battery, is that correct?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Dent. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Position number 53, this is Strozier. And he's added on positions 1 and 2 as well.
Okay.
You know, I might have failed to mention, but position 10 was null pros. I don't know if you needed that on the record.
You have
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Rhodes. And let's see, Mr. Strozier, are these,
You gotta sit down.
he's gonna be guilty pleas this morning, Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Strozier. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Would you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, sir. Yes, Ms. McCoggin.
Yes, Your Honor. You said he has 2 add-on positions. I only see that a recommendation was sent for 1. Ms. Kim, did you receive a recommendation for?
The second one, I got no trust. Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So for position 53, 24 CR 005807C, the state's recommendation for count 1 is 12 months to serve 40 days credit for time served 20 days and $1,000 fine. For count 2, it is going to be time served 40 days credit for time served 20 days. For add-on 21 CR 006839C, for count 1, giving false information, it's going to be time served 40 days, credit for time served 20 days. For count 2, obstruction, it is going to be time served 40 days, credit for time served 20 days.
Okay, anything further?
We want to
Ms. Kim?
make sure that $1,000 fine can be divided up to 12 months and he can pay monthly installments. $1,000 fine, Your Honor.
However, it's my understanding that's why he's on probation, that he'll be able to pay over time on probation,
Okay.
right?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, if nothing further, Mr. Strozier, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 005807C, you wish to plead guilty to fleeing or attempting to elude a police officer and willful obstruction of a police officer. And in case 21 CR 006839C, you wish to plead guilty to giving false information to law enforcement and obstruction of law enforcement. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Mr. Strozier, I'll have the probation go to a non-reporting status when you complete the term. So the sooner you get the terms done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation and have to pay those fees, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
I'm saying thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Who do we have next?
We have position number 57, Mr. Billy Williams.
Okay. This is gonna be a not guilty plea, Ms. Kim?
Right. Yes, Your Honor. He has another case that is holding on him, so he's pleading not guilty.
Are you gonna file a waiver?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Williams, your case will be returned to the division judge. You'll get notification of your next hearing date, sir. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Position number 44, Malone.
And let's see, this is going to be a negotiated plea.
It is, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Malone. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, sir?
Yes,
Do you
sir.
swear to affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, sir. Cocky?
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation for position 44, battery, is going to be 12 months to serve 54 days, credit for time served 27 days. Balance probated, no further contact with Alfredo Guzman. Stay away from the Burger King located at 5066 Old National Highway. Either a BHET or an MHET. And then 12 weeks of anger management and no firearms. And we would ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification.
We stipulate, and my understanding is the BHET and MHET are the same thing. I just think some people put different acronyms on them. Is that, am I correct in that assessment?
I'm not sure if they're this, I don't know that they're the same thing. I don't think they are. I can't tell you exactly how they're different, but it's my understanding that they're two different things.
Yes, they are different. A BHET does not require any paperwork, Your Honor, and social worker service will get it done within a few days. And MHET will take about few weeks to like few months because it has to be done by licensed psychiatrists from the Emory, and it takes 2 paperworks.
We'll go with the BHET then. Either or.
Okay.
All right.
BHET it is. All right. Anything further, Mr. White?
No, Your Honor, just ask that this probation go non-reporting once he completes his requirements.
Okay. Mr. Malone, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 005817B, you wish to plead guilty to battery. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning? You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
So,
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury? Yes?
yes. Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Okay, I'll accept your plea as negotiated. When you complete the terms, Mr. Malone, it'll go to a non-reporting status, and the sooner you get it done, the sooner you're not gonna be on reporting probation and have to pay those fees, okay?
Yes,
All
sir.
right. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Welcome. Who do we have next?
We have position number 49, Mr. Perkins.
This is going to be a negotiated plea.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Perkins. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, Mr. Perkins.
Well,
Ms. McConkey?
Yes, Your Honor. For position 49, the state's recommendation is 12 months served, 60 days, credit for time served 16 days, balance probated, no further contact with Tayawani Summers, stay away from 195 Chickamauga Place, and FVIP 40 hours of community service, and no firearms. The add-on case is 23 CR 001771A. That's the state's recommendation for that is going to be 12 months consecutive to position 49, no further contact with Rochelle Summers.
There was one thing that he would like to clarify. The Rochelle Summers has moved to New Jersey, so he wants to go back to 195 Chickamauga Place since she's not there. And he was hoping to have a no further violent contact since the victim in this case is not scared of him. And I was hoping that she would come to the Zoom meeting to testify. If he cannot have no further violent contact, he wants to make sure that he gets third-party transfer.
So the victim in the 24 CR case, Taiwanese Summers, our office hasn't had an opportunity to speak with her. And since she is the victim and she does reside in the residence, we are still asking for that stay away. I don't know if the children are legitimated. If the children are legitimated, then of course, you know, they can have their custody arrangement for whatever the Superior Court has ordered in regards to custody. But if those kids are not legitimated, then I wouldn't put a third party transfer in the order, as he legally doesn't have rights to the children. If the victim decides that she wants to allow him to have visitation, then that is up to her. But if the kids are not legitimated, then I would ask that that not be placed in the order.
Kim?
Whoever the station was before, they can't hear me either, so I keep asking for it.
Any response, Ms. Kim?
No response, Your Honor. We would like to defer to your discretion, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Perkins, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 005839A, you wish to plead guilty to battery family violence. And in case 23 CR 001771A, you wish to plead guilty to battery family violence. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No, Your Honor.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with your representation?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll accept the pleas as negotiated. Given that no one has spoken to the alleged victims, I will keep the no further contact in place and the stay away in place. At the present time, there can be third party transfer of the minor children if they are legitimated, or if there's no if there are no questions as to paternity, and that'll be the sentence of the court. Good luck to you, Mr. Perkins.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Position number 29, Harris.
What?
29, Harris, and this is going to be a negotiated plea.
That's correct, Judge.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Harris.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Harris. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Do you agree to have your case heard by video?
Yes, sir.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Thank you, Mr. Harris. Mr. Rhodes?
Yes, Your Honor. Very briefly, as it relates to position number 29, the state's recommendation is 12 months to serve 32 days in custody, credit for 16 days already served, the balance to be on probation. An option between a BHET or an SDET, 40 hours of community service, and a stay away from all MARTA. Thank you.
Okay, given that there's a choice, I'm gonna need a little bit more information about the PI.
Your Honor, I think, with all due respect, that choice is ours since the offer was made to us, so we would ask for the BHET.
Okay, but I think the ultimate decision is gonna be mine, right?
I mean, that would determine whether or not this is negotiated.
Okay, well, you all need to work this out beforehand. I've not seen a choice between a BHET or an SDET on most of these calendars, and I've been doing them for quite a while. So I don't want there to be a choice in the future. I want you all to make sure that before you get here, that you've decided what it's going to be, so that.
But we had, Judge, we had decided.
Okay,
Fair enough. The state will recommend a BHET. Thank you.
all right. All right, anything further?
No, Your Honor, just ask the probation of non-reporting once he completes all his requirements.
Okay. Mr. Harris, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 005838G, you wish to plead guilty to one misdemeanor offense, is that correct?
Sir, yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
Sir, no, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Sir, yes, sir. But I have one thing, sir. I don't have. How would I be able to get to Marta? I mean, to the report? Is it non-reporting? I don't have any. I don't know how that is gonna work.
It is not non-reporting, Judge, and considering he has no transportation and with the state of Wake Martin, we'd ask that he be allowed to report by phone and mail.
Okay, and that's fine with me. How he can, if that's agreeable with probation, it's fine with the court if he reports by phone or by mail. My last question to you, Mr. Harris, was you've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Sir, yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Sir, yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
Sir, no, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Mr. Harris, let's see, it's fine with the court if you report by phone or by mail. When you complete the terms, it'll go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't have to report at all. Okay?
Sir, yes, sir.
All right. Good luck to you, Mr. Harris.
Excuse me, Your Honor. Your
Yes.
Honor, this is Ms. Thomas from JCS Probation.
Yes,
In
Ms.
order for
Thompson.
him to report by phone or anything, he has to have a phone, and we having a problem out of getting information from the public defenders, their contact information. So he has to have a phone or address or something so that he can report that way. Other than that, he would have to come in.
I have a phone.
Okay, so we'll get your number, Mr. Harris, and Mr. White, if you can get that number for us and get it to probation so that we have a way of making sure that we can contact him.
Can we just put it in the chat to probation and therefore they have that?
Yeah, I can do that. Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
all right, very good. Thank you, Mr. Harris. Who do we have next? Have the Oconee Jail there. I see somebody has their hand raised.
Cody?
You talked about-
Yes, I do. They would have to be put in a breakout room. Yes, not yet.
Put the phone number up if you want to try to call them
Okay.
instead of doing a breakout.
Sure. Okay. I'll call right now.
Hello, can you hear me,
For-
sir?
Hold on. For the Oconee Jail, that number that is showing up on the screen, can we call that and directly speak with the clients?
Yes, yes.
All right, perfect.
Thank you.
She's on the phone now.
And we're just waiting for Ms. McLeod on the conflict case.
It's muted. Now it's muted.
It's unmuted.
They say it was muted. Can you hear us, sir?
I believe they're gonna call you,
He said,
so that they can speak with you all.
we can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I can hear you all too. Did you hear what I said though?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Your lawyers need to talk to you, so they're gonna call you on the phone that's on the number that's on the phone so that they can speak with you before we have a hearing, okay?
Okay.
All right, so that's what they're trying to do right now, okay?
Yes.
Ms. Champion, are you there?
Yes, sir.
I was gonna ask you, other than position 10, do you know which others we announced null pros in, so I can get those orders over to you?
Yes, I submitted in the chat to you.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
And Mr. Rhodes or Miss McConkey, on the add-on, Willie McCord, I think it's position 1 on the latest add-on. Is there an offer for that one?
Does he have a position on the state all-purpose calendar, or is it just the add-on?
Just the add-on for that, for that client.
I will, let me look at that and try to give you an offer. Thank you.
Position number 23, Dover Glass.
Mr. White, are we ready on Mr. Glass? You're on mute there.
Sorry, Josh.
There you go. We have,
I will need to speak with medical class because of where he was being held. I was told.
okay, all right, so, since there's some downtime, would you like for me to put you in a breakout room there, or do you want to call them?
We can do the breakout, I don't have a phone, we can do the breakout.
Okay.
Okay, all right, so let's put, courtroom 2 and medical into a breakout room. The rest of us will be in recess until they return.
Okay, Judge.
Thank you. We ready to proceed on Mr. Glass?
Sorry, Judge, I automatically muted when we came back in the room. Yes, we are ready. It's a negotiated plea.
All right, very good. Good morning, Mr. Glass. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir, I hear you pretty well, sir.
All right, very good. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please?
Yes, sir.
All right, do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down, Mr. Glass. Thank you. Mr.
Thank
Rhodes?
Yes, Your Honor, very briefly, as it relates to Mr. Glass, position number 23, the state's recommendation is 12 months to serve 32 days. He's already served 16 days, Your Honor. The balance to be suspended. During the suspension, stay away from the Kroger located at 590 Cascade Avenue, Southwest Atlanta. Thank you, Judge.
Anything further, Mr. White?
Nothing further, Judge.
Mr. Glass, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 005837G, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Glass. Good luck to you, sir.
Sir, George, let me leave that on.
Yeah, you lead today.
Thank you very much.
Who's representing position number 7, Mr. Conley? He's refusing, so.
That's yours.
And I haven't spoken with him. He's,
She said it's refused.
so we can reset him in 1 week.
Okay, so that'll be the 10th. Reset position number 7, Mr. Conley, till September 10th.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
We ready with the accounting guy? Judge, I think we're ready with the county guys if they are.
Okay, so we have someone there at the Coney County Jail who can unmute for us, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and tell me your name, sir. What's your name?
Osborne.
Edwin Osborne?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is position number 48. What are we doing with Mr. Osborne today?
Negotiated plea, guilty.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Osborne. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you keep them raised, right hand? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
No.
What did you say?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Ms. McCockey.
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation for position 48 for count 1 is going to be time served 12 days, credit for time served 6 days. For count 2, it's going to be 12 months, serve 120 days, credit for time served 6 days. Balance probated, no further contact with Monica Walker. Stay away from the Mechanicsville Library located at 400 Warm Walt Street Southwest. MHET, 40 hours of community service, and no firearms. For count 3, the state's recommendation is going to be 12 months to run concurrent with count 2, no further contact with Victoria Hill. I would ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification.
Your Honor, we do, except that we want to clarify that MHET will be done outside of the jail, so he can get the faster than being in the jail.
Okay, so you want him to be on probation before he starts the MHET?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, that's fine. It's fine with the court.
Give me 12 months, I served already, time served 12 months. Or did they say I gotta do 12 months again?
No, that's 12 months on probation, and for count 2, it's 12 months to serve 120 days, and they're giving you credit for time served of 6 days.
I got 6 more days, or, okay.
No, sir. You have 120 days. You're gonna get credit for 6 days. So do you need to talk with him about that, Ms. Kim?
Yes, I'll clarify it. Let me talk to him one more time. Maybe he misunderstood.
Okay, we'll have to come back to the Oconee County Jail. They can mute. Who do we have on the jail court's iPhone?
They may not know they're muted. Jail court iPhone.
Yeah, I think he's, there we go.
Are you calling for jail court iPhone?
Yes.
I'm sorry, this is add-on number 1, Mr. McCord.
I have not spoken with him,
I don't know. She's gonna file.
and I don't think we have an offer.
Starting to seem like he's a little bit better, so.
So whose case is this? Your case?
Mr. Ty, if this was the add-on, the DV bench warrant add-on, I sent it via email.
Oh, yes, I saw that you're on, Mr. Rhodes, but it's not the DV bench warrant. It's an add-on on the SAP calendar. It was a second add-on calendar that was sent. and
Oh, I
just
see. So
emailed
it was other than Strozier. Okay, let me see if I can find that.
Other than Strozier, yeah, it's Mr. McCord. And
No,
that's.
no. Ms. McCockey, did you receive that add-on calendar? I did not.
I did not receive it. I'm going to take a look through my emails again. What was his name, Miss Atai?
Willie McCord.
Willie McCord.
It's case 24 CR 005414F.
5414F.
I see.
Yes.
Same this day.
We can hold on. I'll try to work up an offer on that.
Judge, I can briefly address what date?
On August 15th.
Yeah, we waived this case on August 15th, Judge.
Oh, okay. So it just needs to be returned to the division?
Yeah, at this point, I mean, that was nearly 3 weeks ago. We would argue, and for some reason it got bumped back here at Treadmill without him going to the other court. We'd ask for a signature bond.
He's only held on a $2,000 bond, but he has a Spalding County hold too.
Right. It's a $2,000 bond, Judge. He has a Spalding County hold, so he would not be released to the street anyway, but at least Fulton County taxpayers wouldn't be paying the bill. And again, we feel like this is an undue delay, 3 weeks.
Are we still talking about Willie McCord, John?
We are.
We are.
Okay. I do see a recommendation for Willie McCord. I guess that you declined the recommendation that was given 3 weeks ago?
Yes, we waived him. Yeah, we entered a not guilty plea and waived.
August 15th. Well,
That's
yeah, I mean, certainly the state isn't responsible for how cases get to where they need to get, so.
The state is absolutely responsible because he's not. So it may not be the state prosecutor's office, but the state is involved in keeping him in jail 3 weeks beyond.
Well, he has a bond.
Right,
Sir.
he does have a bond. I understand. I
So
just
it's not like he's being unaddressed without a bond. He does have a bond. The fact that the bond, question is whether or not the bond was reasonable or not under the circumstances. So if you're asking for a bond hearing, I think that those are, maybe it was put on an add-on because of the fact that it didn't get where it needed to get. So if you're asking for a bond hearing, maybe we should assess whether it's reasonable or not, the bond that he currently has.
It's.
Okay, so, Miss Grace, are you able to tell the court or,
What?
or Ms. Champion,
Yes,
why
Judge,
this case came back here?
Mr. Jordan stated to me this morning that someone requested that it be put on this add-on calendar for today. I'm not quite sure who requested it. He stepped out the office for a moment to go get something signed by Judge Williams. He should be returning shortly. So once he gets in, I can ask him who exactly requested this case to be put on this add-on calendar.
Okay, and before it got placed on the add-on calendar, where was it?
It was reset for the notice jail jury going back to the divisional judge, Judge Richardson. Someone contacted Mr. Jordan asking that it be placed on the add-on up for today.
Can you tell if it went to, if Richardson did anything with the case?
What I can ask Mr. Jordan once he gets in on how, because it did go up to Judge Richardson division because Miss Daniels brought it back down to Mr. Jordan. So I'm not quite sure who requested that it be on this calendar, but once Mr. Jordan get back into the office, he will be able to let me know.
Is Miss Richardson judge? I mean,
That's his litigation manager.
Okay.
So I'm just looking through my emails. I do see an email from PD Rose Woodbury, who asked that he be placed on the SAP calendar because he's changed his mind and wanted to accept the SAP offer.
That changes things. We were not informed of that. So.
Y'all want to talk to him, Mr. White?
Yes. Is there a number I can call? Billboard iPhone is the easiest way to do it, or not? Whatever you guys think is easiest. Do a breakout or I can call.
Did you want me to break them down? I can break them down.
Yeah, if that's not a problem, that'd be easiest.
All right, we got two more up here. As soon as we finish these two, I'll bring him down.
Okay, cool.
Okay, good.
Right.
Thank you.
Do you still have the offer, sir?
I'm sorry?
Mr. White, do you still have the offer? Do you need the offer or do you still have it?
Oh, I'm going to need the offer. I don't think my understanding is we never got an offer.
I'll resend the offer from 8/15.
All right. Can you just put it in the chat? I don't have it. Or send it to Mr. Ty.
Just email
Mr. Ty. And I can.
Fair enough. Thank you.
All right, so let's see. Who do we have with the jail court's iPhone now?
I got position number 47, Mr. Minnieville.
Oh, actually,
46.
we have to still interview with him because we thought he was at Oconee County. However, he was actually at Fulton County. So I didn't have a chance to interview with him when I requested at the.
Okay, all right. Can you bring him down? Can you bring him down too? Is that possible?
Yeah, I can bring him down too.
Okay, so we'll bring him down. They'll bring him down to you, Ms. Kim.
Yes. Can I please?
And, excuse me, Officer Goldie, can you stop by medical with the phone so I can do Mr. Dewberry MOU? He having problems walking.
Okay, yep, I got one more up here, then I'll bring you the phone and bring these two down.
Okay.
Okay. Next I have position number 8, Mr. Crawford.
Okay, and this is Miss Ty's case.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, what position is this?
Position number 8.
Okay, thank you.
Crawford, okay. Mr. Ty, Mr. Crawford is going to be a negotiated plea, is that right?
That's right, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Good morning, Mr. Crawford. I'm Judge Eric Moore. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Will you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Thank you, Mr. Crawford. Mr. Rhodes?
Yes, Your Honor. As it relates to position number 8, very briefly, Your Honor, the state's recommendation is 12 months to serve 30 days. To receive credit for time served for 15 days since 8/20/24, the balance to be suspended. While on suspension, stay away from the MARTA station until 12/24/20. And there is a permanent ban in the report. Thank you. Your
I think it says per ban detailed in
Oh,
report.
Per ban, I'm sorry, I took per for short for permanent, per ban. It does say to 12/24/24, so that would not mean permanent. So thank you, Judge, I appreciate it.
Okay, you're fine. All right, Mr. Ty?
Yes, that's what we understand, Your Honor. He is entering a guilty plea. And we stipulate.
Okay. Mr. Crawford, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 005864E, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Is anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Mr. Crawford, you know you can't go back and use MARTA until December 24th, so you can't go back to around Christmas time, okay?
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
All right, sir.
Okay. Ms. Kim, are you with me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Were you able to speak with the gentleman that's in Oconee County?
Yes, actually, he has been in the custody from July 1st, 2024. So it has been already 64 days, and he served another 6 days in May 2024. So total, he has been in jail, custody for 70 days. So I believe that he spent more than 120 days that he was supposed to serve. So balance should be suspended, Your Honor.
Let me look into that and see, just to confirm that he was in jail all of those.
Yes.
Okay.
So I am seeing in the jail screen, that he was arrested on these charges and then released on the 28th. And that is where the 6 days is coming from. So are you saying that can you repeat that for me? Because I'm seeing that he was booked May 23rd, 2024, and then released May 28th, 2024.
And then he was arrested on July 1, and he was in Fulton County from July 1 to July 31st, and he went to Oconee County from August 1st until today.
He was booked in on July 1st on these charges?
Yes.
I am not seeing that.
See something else?
It's on an aggravated battery.
So they're being won't get some credit. It's looking on another case, they're not credit. This case. That's the way that.
Lukaki, I'm showing an aggravated battery.
And he was that the July 1st arrest was for an aggravated battery?
Showing released July 17, 2024. He was confined 68 days on an aggravated battery and a hold out of in a foreign hold.
Okay, but that is separate from the current case that is before us.
Yes.
Your Honor, there was actually, our note says that he was booked as Edwin without E. Osborne. And so those two cases, this one says Edwin Osborne, and the other case says Edwin with E. those two cases were never connected together because of the one misspelling. I believe that he was accused for 24 CR 004328C, and he pled guilty on July 16, 2024, for a non-negotiated plea. So, and then he still has been here ever since then. He could not be released until August 30, 2024.
Yes, sir. All right, well, I'll be seeing you in about 10, 15 minutes. Okay.
Do you want me to give the case number again? 24 CR 004328C?
You said 24 CR 00.
4328C.
Okay.
I don't even want to get into it, just it's like, it's something that become laziness. You know that one of you guys have this market. The people that's in medical that can't come downstairs or have most other problems.
Also, I believe that there is also a foreign warrant anyway that he has to be on hold. So he's not going to be released immediately, Your Honor.
Well, I just need for you all to work out how much time he's getting as credit.
Sure.
Yeah, they the two best for me, and we're going to two raggeds. I'm sorry. Yeah, raggeds, like I said. I was there, I hold myself. You already know how I am. Oh, I didn't know. What did you want to say? I was sitting like this. I swear. I'm like this. He said, I want to give you a little training your honor to come out here and talk. So that's exactly what he said. Come here. Nice. That's Saturday yesterday. Yeah. Yeah. It was you and oh no. Oh yeah. Really? Oh, so that wasn't. Well, it's in there. Oh, this one too, he has a question mark too. The two guys, he's gonna be more, that's no help with. So he has to talk to him. He has to talk to him, he's in the past. Of course, you can say that. Still on the third floor? He had.
Yeah, Your Honor, I don't know if someone from the jailing side can assist, because it looks like from our records, he was in there for those 6 days, but it does appear that he took a plea in July, and it says that he took that plea from jail, but it's not, there's no record of on the jailing side of him being in jail. So if there's a booking number associated with the jailing after his release from the 6 days, that would help. And I don't know if someone from the jail could verify a booking number for Mr. Osborne after he was allegedly released on May 28th, 2024.
Is there anyone on from the jail that can assist Mr. Rhodes?
Judge, are you referring to like jail records or one of the deputies here? I mean, we're all on the same system, so I mean, I think they're gonna see the same thing. But obviously, he's in jail, and he's been in jail for some time. I mean,
The booking number that I have is 2411021, and it says arrest date as of July 1st, 2024 at 9:50 p.m. And there's a red note. It says, Your Honor gave on July 16, 2024, that he was supposed to be released on August 30, 2024.
All right. That would be, give me that booking number one more time, Ms. Kim. I'm sorry, Ms.
2411021.
All right.
Okay, when I do pull him up with Osborne without an E, it does show that he was arrested July 1st, 2024, for a foreign county, for a foreign warrant. So again, it doesn't say that he was arrested on July 1st on the charges that are currently on the calendar.
However, he has been in the jail for 2 months.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's been in the jail 2 months, but if it was on a foreign hold and unrelated to this case, he wasn't held pursuant to this case. I understand, you know, unless the state is willing to give him credit for the time that he's been serving on the foreign hold for this, and I'll leave that to Ms. McCoskey, whether or not she wants to do that.
Given the defendant's history, we are not inclined to do that at this time.
Tell me how many days after he pled to that other charge that he's been in jail.
It does sound like 60, Your Honor. It sounds like from, I'm sorry, was that 60 or 30, Ms. McCoskey? You said from July to August, July 1st to August 30th?
Yes, it does say that he's been booked in from July 1st. So he's been in jail on that hold since July 1st.
Currently, September 3rd. So that is over 60. It sounds like over 60 days, Your Honor. But it sounds like it's purely on that foreign hold, not on the case in chief that we're here on today.
Well, he could have been brought back here to SAP during that time to see if he could deal with these charges instead of just sitting there waiting for someone to come get him. So tell me exactly how many days. I don't need just like 60. I need exactly how many days he's been in custody since he pled to the other charge.
July 1st, 2021 to September 3, 2024. I mean, July 1st, 2024 to now is 64 days, Your Honor. And there was 6 more days that he served at during the May when he was first arrested before the release.
So I'm looking at the order, and it looks like the order was signed on July 16th, 2024, where he pled guilty.
Okay, so is there any dispute as to that he's been in for 64 days, allegedly on a foreign hold?
No, I don't think there's any dispute to that.
Okay, and is there any dispute that he gets an additional 6 days?
Your Honor, I believe he gets the 6 days. The dispute is whether or not he's entitled to the 65 days on the current charges if it was on the foreign hold. So he does get the 6 days, no doubt.
Okay, I'm inclined to give him that since he's been sitting there and he hasn't been picked up. And he's still gonna have to get picked up, so we don't know, even if he takes this plea, how much longer he's gonna be sitting there on that foreign hold. I don't think that's fair, given that he could have come before us as soon as he took that other plea. You all could have made this same exact recommendation, and then he'd be getting out, or would have been out, or free. I mean, to be released on that foreign hold. So, and we don't know if that foreign hold, if they didn't come get him because he had these pending charges also that he was in here on. So I'm inclined to give him credit for 70 days.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Understood.
Okay.
Understood, Your Honor. Just, I'll just say for the record that the state objects.
Okay, I understand that. I don't think it's fair to him that he's just been sitting here. So it'll be non-negotiated, and you're asking for 120 days credit for time served 6 days. I'm gonna give him 120 days credit for time served 70 days. With all of the other stipulations that went along with it. Okay,
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
all right, and I think that we've already gone through everything, is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you have anything further you want to put on the record, Ms. McConkey?
No, Your Honor.
You have anything else you want to put on the record, Ms. Kim, before I take the plea?
To make sure that MHET to be done outside of the jail. Other than that, we have no other.
I didn't hear what you said, Ms. Kim, I'm sorry.
MHET to be done outside of the jail.
Oh, right, we've already decided that he can do that outside of the jail. All right, so we're ready for you, Mr. Osborne. We've, I think, come to an understanding. So if you can get someone there to unmute you, okay. So you're still under oath, Mr. Osborne. It's my understanding that in case 24 CR 003242C, you wish to plead guilty to giving false information to law enforcement, 2 counts of simple battery. Is that correct?
Yes, yes.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, I am.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you've given up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
Okay, I'll accept your plea, Mr. Osborne. The court sentence will be for the giving false information, time served, 12 days, credit for time served 6 days, balance suspended for the count 2, simple battery, 12 months to serve 120 days, credit for time served 70 days, balance probated, no further contact with Monica Walker, stay away from the Mechanicsville Library, at MHET that can be done on probation, 40 hours of community service, and no firearms. On count 3, simple battery, 12 months concurrent with count 2, and no further contact with Victoria Hill. Good luck to you, Mr. Osborne. Okay, let's see, who do we have on?
Position number 11 and 12, James Dewberry.
Okay. Yes, good morning, Mr. Dewberry. I'm Judge Eric Mora. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Can you raise your right hand for me, sir? Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Okay, you can put your hand down. Thank you, Mr. Dewberry. This is a negotiated plea, Mr. Ty.
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
Mr. Rhodes.
Yes, Your Honor, this relates to position number 11. Is count 1, the state's recommendation is 12 months to serve 22 days. They'd be given credit for 11 days. Balance to be suspended. While on suspension, stay away from Buddy's, which is located at 1079 North Avenue Northeast in Atlanta, Georgia. On count 2, we're asking for a time served of 22 days. Credit for time served was the 11 days previously mentioned. As relates to position number 12, Your Honor, upon entering guilty plea to number 11, position number 11, we will enter a null pros on position number 12. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Ty?
That's what we understood, Your Honor. He is, entering a guilty plea and we stipulate.
Okay, Mr. Dewberry, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 004324J, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass and possession and use of drug-related objects. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges and that by pleading guilty, you're giving up that right?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Okay, I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Dewberry. Good luck to you, sir.
All right.
All right,
Thank you.
welcome.
All right, just if there's nothing else to go. How they want to do this?
We're ready with, McCord, position 1 on the add-on calendar.
And what are we gonna do with Mr. McCord today?
It's a negotiated plea, Judge.
Okay, very good. Good morning, Mr. McCord. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Thank you, Mr. McCord. Mr. Rhodes, you're on mute, Mr. Rhodes, if you're talking.
Thank you, Judge. As it relates to Mr. McCord, I don't have that add-on calendar. However, I do have the recommendation. And the recommendation is 12 months to serve 60 days. Credit for the time that he served since, I believe he's been in since August 1st of 2024. So he may very well be at beyond 30 days, Your Honor. The balance to be on probation. Stay away from 3432 Mount Gilead Road, Southwest in Atlanta, Georgia, and no contact with Demetrius Jones. While on probation, you have that no firearms and to complete a 24-week family violence intervention program and to also complete 40 hours of community service. And that's the recommendation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Rhodes. Mr. White?
Your Honor, and that is, our understanding of the recommendation, that does, mean he's been in 34 days on a 60-day sentence, so. Beyond that, we would just ask that the, probation go to non-reporting upon completion and ask for any help that we could get on fee waiver. Because he's got quite a bit to do.
Mr. McCord, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 005414F, you wish to plead guilty to simple battery family violence. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
Yes, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury? You don't want a trial by jury, do you, Mr. McCord?
He said yes, sir, Judge. He's.
Oh, okay, sorry. Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Okay, I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. McCord. I'll waive 2 months of the probation fees to help you get on your feet and get a job, and it'll go to a non-reporting status once you complete it. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation and have to pay the fees, okay? All right, good luck to you, Mr. McCord.
Thank you. Any questions? Okay, good luck.
Your Honor, we're still waiting on Ms. McLeod for position 19 through 22. I've called her, but no, haven't gotten a response.
Okay, well, if we get through the end of the calendar, we'll have to reset it, so we'll give her, I guess, until the end of the calendar to join us. Otherwise, we'll reset it until Thursday.
Okay.
Do you have anyone else that we can take at the present time?
Yes, we have, Ms. Kim's time, but they're currently talking.
Oh, okay, well, let me know when y'all are ready to go.
Your Honor, we're ready for position number 47.
Perfect. Perfect.
Okay. And what are we doing with, Mr. Minifield today?
Your Honor, if the solicitor is willing to agree to remove the 8 weeks anger management class as a condition of the plea deal, he's willing to take the bond, take the plea.
Given the facts of the case, Your Honor, we are not willing to remove the 8 weeks of anger management. We think the 8 weeks of anger management would be appropriate for this defendant.
Then we plead not guilty, Your Honor, and we would like to argue for signature on bond for the bond. So since he has been here for about 17 days, Your Honor.
Okay, you're gonna file a waiver,
Yes.
Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, what is the current bond?
Right now, $2,000 surety bond, Your Honor, and he is a father of 4 minor children. One of them is only 1 month old, and he does need to work to provide for his family members. And he graduated from high school. He was working to move furniture when he was not incarcerated. So, yes, Your Honor.
All right, so Ms. Tyson, may I get the history, please?
Sure, and I have, let's see, 24 arrest cycles beginning in 2016. His last arrest was in East Point, March 22nd of 2024 for stalking and criminal damage to property in the 2nd degree. That case is pending. The case number is 24 PI 002051. Looks like he does have, let's see, a misdemeanor conviction from April of 2022 out of Clayton County for driving while license suspended. Took a NOLO plea on that case. We have a misdemeanor conviction out of Polk County for forgery in the 4th degree. That's from August 15th of 2023. He received probation for 12 months on that case. He has a felony conviction out of Bartow County for printing, executing, negotiating checks, drafts, etc., tampering with evidence, and marijuana possession less than 1 ounce. That's from April of 2019. And it looks like he received probation for 5 years on that case. One moment here. And he does have, let's see, 2 FTAs from 2023. Looks like he has one from 2020, 2019. And within the last 10 years, he does have more than, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 5 violations of probation. And there are more FTAs, Your Honor. Let's see. Looks like he had one in 2018 as well, Your Honor. Nothing to add.
Okay, Ms. McConkey?
Yes, Your Honor. This incident occurred July 15th, 2024. The defendant is accused of striking the victim, Hemant Kothaker, in the face, causing a laceration. The victim had approached the defendant after he observed him walking around the property with no shirt. The parties had a verbal dispute before the defendant proceeded to strike the victim, and the incident was caught on video. Given the defendant's lengthy criminal history, which includes 24 arrests that you heard of in the past 8 years, the fact that he has an open case, multiple probation violations, and multiple FTAs, the state believes that the $2,000 surety bond is appropriate. And we would object to a signature bond.
Your Honor, I looked up 24 PI 002051, which was open case, but May 2024, the issue was resolved and it seems like it should be closed. However, it still shows as open in the Odyssey. And Your Honor, when I was reviewing the warrant, the video footage of the incident shows the black man wearing all black with black shoes. He was not wearing the shirt. It does not say it was him. It's kind of like hard to identify that that was actually him. My client denies the allegation, Your Honor. We would like to request for signature on bond through pretrial, no matter what level it is. He does need to get out to take care of his 4 children, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Kemp, take it down. It'll be a $5,000 signature bond through pretrial level 2. No further contact with the alleged victim. Stay away from the Old National Parkway address. No drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Position number 58, Williams.
Not wearing shirts. But then they someone's wearing it.
My understanding that Mr. Williams's charge has been upgraded to a felony. He's not needed in court today.
Okay, stand by. Let me get Mr. David Biggs. Stand back.
You all set? Yeah. You got a card?
Yeah.
You get your card. That was good, right? I like that. So that's not fair. Sit on down
And Mr. Rhodes, I did just email you again about Mr. Beck. Did you have a chance to look at that?
What position is that?
I think she said she's gonna get him position 3, 4, and 5, David Beck.
It's not what you put it. On our way up here, on the left, yeah. Right here. Acceptable.
Mr. Ty, when time permits, I did respond.
Okay, thank you.
Sometimes you need to have more. Get that, but.
Position 3 through number 5, Mr. Beck, David Beck.
Okay. Mr. Ty, are you with us?
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
Okay, and this is going to be negotiated plea.
Your Honor, if I was just emailing Mr. Rhodes, would you consider 18 months at the most? I mean, 24 is just 17 more days that you're asking.
Yes, yes.
All right, then it's a negotiated plea, Your Honor. And I
Okay,
am going to ask for as much of the probation fees to be waived as possible.
good morning, Mr. Beck. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Would you raise your right hand for me, please? Can you hear me, Mr. Beck? Do you swear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, Mr. Beck. Mr. Rhodes?
Yes, Your Honor. We kind of reworked this one, so bear with me. There are a total of 3 positions on the calendar. As it relates to position number 3, 20 TR 003-204Y, the state's recommendation is 12 months to serve 40 days received credit for time served since August 17th of 2024, the balance to be on probation. Stay away from 4900 Delano Road in South Fulton, and no further contact with the victim in that case, Ms. Shimon Gibba, Gibbah. He's to undergo a 24-week family violence intervention program and complete 40 hours of community service. On position number 4, 24 CR 005-795Y, the state's recommendation is 12 months to serve. Just 12 months probation. And the balance, the 12 months probation. However, after successful completion of all these conditions, at the 18, this is a consecutive plea, Your Honor. So at 18 months, the probation can in fact terminate. The only other conditions is that he stay away from the same location, which is 4900 Delano Road in South Fulton, Georgia. And in this case, that he has no further contact with Miss Angie Coverson, Coverson. So that is the victim in that particular case, but the location is in fact the same. And so the global recommendation for positions number 3 and 4 are 24 months to serve 40 days, balance on probation. And upon successful completion of 24-week program and 40 hours of community service, at the 18-month mark, that the probation can terminate if all those conditions are met. On position number 5, Your Honor, upon entering a guilty plea to positions 3 and 4, the state will enter a null process. Thank you. And that was inartful, so please tell me if you need any other further explanation on that.
Thank you, Mr. Rhodes. I wanted to ask, so it's a time served offer, so it would be 36 days credit for time served 18, I believe.
Let me apologize. My math might have been off. It is time served. So if it's 36, then please amend the 40 to 36.
Okay, Ms. Champion, did you get all that?
Yes, I did.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Thank you. Anything further, Mr. Ty?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Mr. Beck, it's my understanding that in case 20 CR 0032004Y, you wish to plead guilty to simple battery. And in case 24 CR 005795Y, you wish to plead guilty to simple battery. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with your counsel's representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Okay, I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Beck. I'll waive 2 months of your probation fees to help you get and stay on your feet. Give you enough time to get a job. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So let's see, given that we haven't gotten a conflict attorney yet, Ms. McLeod's not with us, we'll have to reset, I believe, Mr. Friedman, position 19 through 22 until Thursday.
We can please wait a little bit longer.
We still have 2 more on the SAP calendar.
Okay.
Positions 13, Mr. Jaden Dorsey, and positions 25 through 28, Mr. Guess.
And those are both waivers, Judge.
Oh, okay, so those so both of those will be returned to the division judge?
That's correct.
Okay, so does that complete the calendar?
I'm here.
Yes, Ms. Patterson, which case are you here for?
24CR001952J.
What, who is the,
Davin Guess.
okay, Mr. Guest's counsel has waived, his opinion, has filed a waiver in the case. As such, his case is going to be returned to the division judge and, notification will be given as to his next court date, ma'am.
Who's the attorney? Is this Mr. Dotis?
I believe this is Mr. White's case, is that right?
It is. I mean.
I would like to speak with him, because at the last one, it was Mr. Dotis, and I provided an impact statement that I thought was being added to his case. And I was prepared to share that today.
Are you the alleged victim of the case, Ms. Patterson?
In my case that was previously closed in 2022 was added to these cases that has misdemeanors for. And thus I was contacted by the victim advocate, Ms. Gloria Maldonado, in regards to making a statement.
Okay, she is saying that she'll give you she'll contact you. You can be in touch with the solicitor's office. They'll inform you of his next hearing date so that you can be present at that time, okay?
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. You have a good day, ma'am. Mr. Sellers, see you there. You are on our DV bench warrant case. I have been waiting for your attorney to join us. Ms. Fagan, I believe is your attorney.
She's going to trial.
Yeah, she's indicated that she is in trial and won't be, I didn't know if she was going to be able to jump on with us or not. I'm not able to address your case until she's with us. As such, I'm going to reset it until Thursday, DV bench warrant calendar, okay?
No worries.
Okay, so we'll see you back on Thursday.
Take care.
Okay, I believe that that completes our calendar for today, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, Ms. Champion, whenever you're ready for me.
Position number 1 is reset for the notice defendant was released. That's position 1 and 2. Position number 3, 4 was a plea. Position number 5 was a null pros. Position number 6 is reset for the notice. Position number 7 is going to be reset to the SAP on 9/10. Position number 8 was a plea. Position number 9 was a plea. Position number 10 was a null pros. Position number 11 was a plea. Position number 12 was a null pros. Position number 13, Mr. Dorsey, I don't have anything for that.
Let's waive. We've got a waiver for you.
Okay. That's going to be reset for the notice. Position number 14 was a plea. Position number 15 is reset for the notice. Position number 16 is reset for the notice defendant release. Position number 17 was a null pros. Position number 18 was a plea. Mr. Friedman is going to be reset to the SAP on Thursday, which is 9/5.
Yes.
That's position 19, 20, 21, and 22. Position 23 was a plea. Position 24 was a null pros. Position 25, Mr. Guest is reset for the notice. That's 25, 26, 27, and 28. Position 29 was a plea. Position 29 was a plea. Position 30 was reset for the notice. That's 31, 32, 33. Position 34 reset for the notice. That's 34 and 35. Position 36 and 37 reset for the notice. Position 38 reset for the notice. Position 39 reset for the notice defendant release. Position 40 is reset for the notice. And position 41 is reset for the notice. Position 42 was a plea. Position 43 was a plea. Position 44 was a plea. Position 45 was a null pros. Position 46 was a plea. Position 47 is reset further notice with a amended $5,000 pretrial bond level 2. Position 48 was a plea. Position 49 was a plea. Position 50 was a plea. Position 51, reset further notice, defendant release. Position 52 was FDE on 8/27. Position 53 was a plea. Position 54 was a plea. Position 55 was a null pros. Position 56 is reset further notice, defendant release. Position 57 was reset further notice, and position 58 is transferred to Superior Court. Add-on position number 1 was a plea. Add-on position number 2 was a plea. Add-on position number 3 was a null pros. And the DB case will be reset till next week or Thursday.
On Thursday.
Okay. Any questions?
Mr. Champion, did you start to receive the null pros forms from Ms. Gramicki and Mathis yet?
No, I haven't. I've received Ms. McCocky's null pros.
Okay, I'll make sure she get those over to you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, if you all go ahead and get your paperwork in to Ms. Champion so she can get it to me and I can get it signed and back, promptly, I'd appreciate it. Otherwise, I will see you all next week. Have a good rest of your week.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Have a good one. Thanks so much.
Did they let you back in the door?
Yeah, we will not. And it was because they went on, and actually, I emailed. They went on, they did the competency calendar, if they're moving on to another calendar.
Then we're done.